Hello friends, welcome. Today we are going to see which plants help lower cholesterol. Like you, I am also very interested in the subject of medicinal plants, and everything I am going to tell you in this video is not an invention of mine, but it is based and studied by experts. The issue is like this: when we incorporate food into our body to take advantage of the nutrients they have, there is a metabolization, and that metabolization generates an oxidation. Imagine if there is an engine and fuel is used to generate energy, and the exhaust gases would be oxidation. This oxidation is very bad for the organism, and it is there circulating and must be eliminated. In addition to nutrients, plants have these other substances that help to eliminate this oxide or prevent it from forming, and that is why they are called antioxidants. Among the antioxidants found in plants, there are polyphenols, carotenoids, vitamin C, and vitamin E. Polyphenols are the antioxidants that prevent the oxidation of fats, and fat oxidation is what forms LDL, the famous bad cholesterol. That is why it is said that these antioxidants reduce cholesterol, and what I am going to list here are plants that have a high concentration of polyphenols. That is, all plants have polyphenols, but these plants that I am going to tell you now have a high concentration of polyphenols. Then I will tell you how to consume them to lower your cholesterol, and then I will give you some precautions that you have to have, so that these plants do not harm you. The best plant, or the one most studied to reduce cholesterol, is the artichoke. It has been proven that artichoke extract reduces bad cholesterol, LDL, and maintains unchanged the good cholesterol, which is HDL. This is because the extract contains a polyphenol called sinharin that prevents fat oxidation and also increases the secretion of bile that accelerates digestion and metabolism. To take advantage of the properties of artichoke, you have to steam it, preferably up to 15 minutes. Do not cook it more because the properties are lost. The essential oil evaporates. You let it sit for 5 minutes and then eat it with lemon. But if you have the possibility of cultivating these plants, then you can also use the leaves throughout the year. Artichoke leaves have a high concentration of sinharin, which is used in the manufacture of medicines, and you can consume it in teas, which I will explain how to make at the end of the video. To plant it at home, you have to know that the artichoke is of temperate climate. It does not like cold or heat. It is a plant that requires a lot of space. If you grow it in pots, they have to be very large pots, and depending on the varieties, it can take up to 10 months to give us its fruit, which is actually a flower. As I said, they are large plants, and you need a minimum pot size of 40 liters to be able to grow it. Basil leaves have a high concentration of eugenol, which is a polyphenol that inhibits the oxidation of fats that causes atherosclerosis. To take advantage of its properties, it should be consumed raw in salads or in a pesto, for example, but it can also be consumed in tea up to twice a day. Basil is sown in spring and summer. It gives leaves until the beginning of autumn, and in winter, if it is very cold, it dies. It needs sun, fertile and well-drained soils, and good soil moisture and plenty of watering. It is obtained from seeds, but also if you buy basil in the greengrocer, surely you know that you can put it in a glass with water, wait for the roots to grow, those stems, then it goes to the ground. And you have basil to throw on the roof. Rosemary essential oil has a polyphenol called carnosic acid, which is a potent antioxidant that inhibits the formation of bad cholesterol, LDL, without touching HDL. It is also good for controlling triglycerides. It is consumed as a garnish in foods, but can also be consumed in herbal teas and tinctures. Rosemary is purchased in seedlings or can be obtained from cuttings. They sell seeds, but I do not recommend that you get it from seeds, because the seedling that comes out may not be as aromatic and may not have as many properties as rosemary obtained from cuttings. It requires sun, but more importantly, it needs a loose and well-drained soil. Rosemary roots do not like to be soaked for a long time, and that is why they die all the time. I recommend that if you plant it in soil that has good drainage, and if your soil is flooded, that you plant it as in a small hill, and if you plant it in a pot, well, a soil with good drainage, and before watering again, wait for the surface of the soil to dry a little. The dandelion has many properties, and it has been studied that its flowers, leaves, stems, and roots have a powerful antioxidant called cichoric acid that prevents the formation of cholesterol and triglycerides. The fresh leaves and flowers can be consumed in salads, and the flowers, leaves, and dried and ground root can be consumed in herbal teas and tinctures. The dandelion grows alone. You can identify it by the yellow flower because it makes like that baker, and because the dried leaf looks like dandelions. Another plant that reduces bad cholesterol is the way its rhizome has more antioxidant veins that inhibit the formation of fat. If you can grow it at home, plant the rhizomes in spring and let them grow throughout the season. In October, when it gets cold, you can see that the leaves start to turn yellow and then they dry out. You take the rhizomes that have been consumed during the year and a part of the guards to plant again next spring. Turmeric has the same properties as ginger. It prevents the oxidation of lipids and therefore reduces cholesterol levels. The cultivation is very easy. It is similar to what I did, but I found it much easier. And at the end of the video, I will leave you, among all the videos that I will share with you, there is one that is the whole process, step by step, of growing turmeric. You will see that the video is great and will give you a lot of desire to also have turmeric in your home. As I told you, to take advantage of these plants and to be able to consume them daily, you can make tisanas. For the tisanas, what you have to do is to take a tablespoon of dried leaves or 2 tablespoons of fresh leaves, put them in a cup, add a cup of boiling water, let it steep for 5 to 10 minutes, and drink it immediately. A few warnings: the consumption of these plants should not have contraindications, but do not overdo it. It is recommended not to take more than 2 cups a day of tisana. In all the cases I mentioned, the consumption of these plants in excess can have some side effects, such as complicating pregnancy, lowering blood sugar levels, slowing blood clotting, and decreasing the absorption of iron, and even interfere with the use of some medications that you may be taking. So I ask you, please, that before consuming these plants as therapeutic use, consult your doctor for authorization and tell you what precautions you have to take. Also know that cholesterol in itself is not bad for your body, but as everything always has to be balanced, because the excess can clog your arteries and cause a heart attack or atherosclerosis. To have a balanced cholesterol, it is important to eat healthy. Eating as much meat, avoiding excessive fats and flours, avoiding stress and not having a sedentary life, that is much more important than any tisana you can take. And well, if you liked the video, please like and share it. It helps me a lot. Share it by WhatsApp to your aunt who is waiting for you to send her this video. She will love it. And if you love the video, please click on the thank you button below and you will make my day. Below, I leave you the subscription button to the channel so you can subscribe if you are not already subscribed. And if you want to support my work financially, then above the gorilla, you can make a click, an image, a very short video where you can insert all the benefits you can have for becoming a member of the channel with a monthly membership. And that's all. I send you a hug. Never puncture the excitement, and wake up, ale that does nothing Never make a mistake and keep looking at videos. Bye bye.